What's up, it's DJ. Here's your FarmSim news for Wednesday, October the 8th. Let's start them off with top stories, and let's start with patch 1.13 that was released yesterday. After the release, there were quite a few reports of the Giants version being very slow when trying to download it, or some issues with the Steam version. Now, I didn't have any issues with the Steam version that I was playing on. However, there were quite a few other content creators that had reached out to me yesterday to report it, but I haven't seen anything on my end. Additionally, many of you guys were looking for brand new stuff to be added with this patch, and there really wasn't. I think there was one or two little things here or there, but there were no like, here's all the new tractors, here's all the new equipment. This was the first patch, I believe, that we've gotten that didn't add anything like that. My hope is this is the patch that we've been waiting on since November of last year to fix all the issues and all the problems. Obviously, nothing will ever be perfect, but fingers crossed. Next, just a quick update on SteamDB. We're still showing an unknown app, so this had nothing to do with the patch that we got yesterday. My guess is it's still going to be the Year 2 expansion, or Year 2 Season Pass, which we should see something more of. I'll be honest with you, probably in December. Quick one for those of you that play on Nintendo Switch 2. There's a new farming simulator game, FS Signature Edition, releasing on Tuesday, November the 9th. It's based off of Farming Simulator 25, and it's kind of going to be like the launch of, was it Farming Simulator Switch Edition, I believe, when the first Switch released. I think this is kind of like that. I don't really talk about mobile games anymore on this channel, as I have a completely separate dedicated channel for that. So if you want to see more information on the Farming Simulator Signature Edition, check out DjGoHam Mobile Gaming. I will leave that link below. So now let's make our way over to modern news. We start with Celobuki and the Iowa Plains View update, and we've talked a little bit about this just as a refresher. It's version 1001 that fixed the slurry triggered the hog confinement and added more paintable textures. They also added the option to remove the roads and pathways on the main farm that could cause issues when placing new placeables. Now, it was said previously that you would have to remove the house to do this, but they've changed that a little bit. So to remove them, you sell or remove the decorative wagon at the main farm, not the house itself. This removes the roads and paths that are linked to it. Once they're removed, the farm roads and pathways cannot be restored, so it is important to know about that. No new save game is required. This is good news. However, when loading up a old save game, if you already removed the decorative wagon, the roads and pathways will no longer be there on the farm since they're now linked to that. If you did not remove the wagon, the roads and pathways will still be there. There is one exception though. A new save game is only required if you want the roads and pathways to remain on the farm, but you already removed the decorative wagon. Hopefully that is not too confusing, but there you go. That's your update for Iowa Plains View. This update actually came out from Celobuki 2 days ago, so hopefully we see this maybe today. We'll have to wait and see. Well, as I'm editing, it's out, so go check it out now. Here's one I don't think I've talked about. Saxlingham from FarmSim Brisco. A lot of you guys have been asking about it, so here is your update. As of like 20 minutes ago recording this video, it entered into console testing. He did say that it could take up to 5 days, providing the updates haven't created any new issues with their map. So hopefully we will see this maybe in the next week, if everything goes according to plan. The last update that we got was on Monday, September 22nd, which is about 2 weeks ago, saying that the map failed console testing then, and they've already gotten everything fixed up and ready to go now. So again, fingers crossed, won't be too much longer before we see this one. Next up, let's talk about Casearias Modding and their Casearias STX Steiger series. So the demo version of this for PC players is out now on their itch page. You can either get there through their itch, or you can get there through their Patreon as well, which, by the way, that is free. This will be released eventually on the mod hub for all platforms. However, this is like what most modders are doing these days, where they release an earlier version on itch or maybe Patreon or something like that, so that PC players can play it. And it's actually getting the mods out a little bit quicker because things are being found and the modders have been able to fix things up faster rather than sitting waiting for a week or 2 weeks or whatever with the mod hub team just to have a list of things to report. So if you are on PC, check out Casearias Modding on itch. We will leave that link down below for you guys to access very quickly. And if you'd like to see me do a video on this demo version, maybe show you how it works, show you some of the features, I would be happy to do that. However, just be aware, it is just still the demo version. Base price $351 grand, power of 372 horsepower up to 535, max speed to 26 miles per hour. And of course, we've got tire figs, engines, frames, colors, hitch and attachers, exhaust, and seat material. Next, I want to talk about Holzs FS and their 4 Lizard Series SA. They submitted this for testing on consoles right after the Plains of Prairies DLC was released, and that is when we all learned that the Ford license is not in Farming Simulator 25. It is, in fact, 2 Ford tractors, and that is it. Well, they have since rebranded, they fixed it all up, got it ready to go, and will be resubmitted as a Lizard brand since the Ford is not available. The pack includes quite a few things. We have the Lizard Series SA small tractor available with the 6600, 6610, and 7810 with 85 up to 150 horsepower. We did have a front loader to it, as well as an adapter, front winch, front blade, bucket, and a rake for it. So plenty of things being added with this pack. Super excited to see it. Bit of a teaser, heavy-handed teaser from Gamer Designs as they show off this guy right here, the Tigercat 234C. Now, we do know that Gamer Designs had a meeting with Tigercat last week when they went to their logging event. However, I didn't know if we'd be able to see this or not. And the answer's kinda, to be fair. We've got the Lizard for console tag in there and all platforms. So I'm assuming that we're going to be seeing a Lizard 234C, maybe. Not quite sure. Hopefully, fingers crossed, eventually we could get the Tigercat brand, as I know a lot of guys that do logging would love to see that in the base game. However, at least for now, looks like we're going to be getting a Lizard 234C, but it's still pretty darn cool. And lastly today, Ikas shows off the next building that they're working on. This is the modern farm garage for all platforms. It has got 3 big old doors on the front with the man door on the left-hand side and a couple windows around towards the left side, but not on the right side. Those doors are going to be a wooden looking material anyway, with kind of a nice plaster stucco around and some brick on the bottom. Very classy, very clean. Loving this one. And it does fall into the category of their modern series. So, and along with the other modern garage that we've got with cool lights inside and the modern house that we have, this will be the next piece to add to that collection. And of course, yes, it will be for all platforms. Just like always, if you'd like to see more about these mods, modders, or anything else we talked about today, links to everything can be found in the description. Remember, there's no release dates for mods, so no one knows when anything's going to be here, even if it has a release date. That hasn't proven well recently. Hey, if you like this video, you can check out the FarmSim News playlist as well for all the latest news and top stories going on in the world of Farming Simulator. And that is it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, drop a like on it. Get subscribed if you're new. Enjoy the DjGoHam fam. Double check notifications. That way you never miss videos like this one. Hope you have a great day. Enjoy your Wednesday. We will see you later. Peace. Well, I can't say I play Nintendo very often, so I guess I need to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 now.